What's going on, guys? For 5 Reasons Sports, this is Kai Chen Chisholm. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Just a reminder that you can follow me on Twitter at Samurai Radio. That's 2 I's in Samurai, and then Radio, RADIO. Don't forget that tonight we do have the extra yard, as we do every single Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight's episode is going to be all about the NFL Draft, which is why I'm covering the 17-game season for you guys here now. If you guys don't know, yesterday the NFL officially announced and made it official that there will be a 17th game season added this season in 2021, the 2022 season. We will go from 16 games, as we've had traditionally for quite some time, to the new 17 game season. Now, this is important for a lot of things. One of the major things there is now there is no more 500 unless there's a tie, of course, in any of the games. But now there can't be any more jokes about the Dolphins going 8-8. They can't exist anymore. The same thing goes for teams like the Dallas Cowboys, like the New York Giants. Now 8-8 is no longer that 500 that you can finish at. You're either going to be at 9-8 or 8-9. And to be honest, they all kind of suck anyways. And if we're really being honest with ourselves, things are going to sound a lot worse than they seem. I mean, a 10-6 season for the Miami Dolphins sounded really good and fantastic. Now that 10-6 would have to be a 10-7 or 11-6. It's very awkward, but we're going to be going off of new things now. And the new game that was added, and the whole point is it's a show game. So you're playing against a team that you finished equal with in that division at the same, level. So the Miami Dolphins finished second in the AFC East. The New York Giants finished second in the NFC East. So the Miami Dolphins in that Week 17 matchup, or Week 18 matchup, I guess is what it would be now, however it is, will be playing off against the New York Giants. The interesting thing with all of this that I'm looking for, and I'm interested to see what you guys are thinking in the comments. Trust me, anything you put down there, I do go out and look at. A lot of the guys on 5 Reasons and girls in 5 Reasons go down and look at those comments as well, especially if you do it on any of the extra yard stuff. Again, we go back and we look at that stuff, and we like to interact with you guys also, especially on Twitter, like I said. Again, Samurai Radio, 2 I's in Samurai, RADIO. But one of the things that I'm really interested in is what's going to happen for the 17-game season when it comes to bye weeks. I mean, we look at this situation and we're saying, okay, you have those awkward situations where you have to play 16 games straight. The Dolphins had to do it a couple years ago when Hurricane, I believe it was Irma, came through. The Steelers had to play a good number of games last year just in a row without a bye week. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in those situations. Let's say, for whatever reason, something like the Dolphins, or there's another situation. Are they going to force, they being the NFL, still the one bye week rule when it comes to everything being said and done? Of course, we'd have to assume that this year it will still be only one bye week. But what's going to happen with the weeks to come, the years to come, the decades to come? Are we still going to be running off of a one bye week system, or are we going to transition into a 2 bye week system, which, as one of the friends of 5 Reasons, who also has a show on Onside Radio, Toast, mentioned to me earlier yesterday morning, they could add another bye week and push the Super Bowl to a weekend which a holiday lands on every single year. And that means that no matter what, consistently the Super Bowl will land on a holiday. I believe you said President's Day. And that holiday would have that Monday off every single time. Super Bowl technically would be the holiday, President's Day, yada, yada, yada. Who cares? Which would be great. Being able to get something like that, being able to do something like that for not only just the players, but the NFL in general would be great for the exposure, would be great. Obviously, the Super Bowl doesn't need that much, but it would be awesome. And especially for us, the fans, looking at it where, let's be honest, you have a couple of drinks, you enjoy yourself, maybe a shot or two every now and then. You like to enjoy your Super Bowl and you like to have a little bit of fun. And then going to work the next day, especially if you have a team in the race and they lose, is awful. So I like the 17-game season, and I'm interested to see what you guys think down below in the comments, because I truthfully think, I know the thumbnail here for the video that I made has Roger Goodell holding a bag of money with some sunglasses on. I thought it would be funny, but obviously I think it's a money thing. You want to go out and get money. You want to be able to capitalize on all opportunities if you're the NFL to make as much money as possible. The NFLPA and the players thought the same thing was happening for them. Of course, they got absolutely screwed. But the unfortunate part there is once you sign that deal, once you make that agreement, you're screwed. You're out of it. And the NFL give Roger Goodell and the owners credit. They played the hand perfectly to what they needed and what they thought was going to be more beneficial for money. Of course, with that new multi-billion-dollar deal, TV deal that they signed, the NFL with multiple places, ESPN, Amazon, CBS, Fox. I think there's another one that I might be missing, but that deal obviously was, in place with the 17th game season being in 17 game season, being in mind. And you'd have to sit there and think, yeah, a 17 game season is coming sooner rather than later. Of course, now we know officially the NFL will do it this season. The matchup against the Giants is one that I'm going to be very interested in because I feel like that's another team that could be a little bit on the run. And again, the last time the Dolphins faced the Giants, that was the Eli Manning game and his last game. And of course, the Dolphins lost. Me being a Giants fan on the side as well as being a Dolphins fan, just because I cheered the Giants on a lot when I was a kid, even though my heart stays and is always with the Dolphins. I mean, look at the damn flag, the shirt and everything. I have a helmet sitting over there as well. Even though my heart sits with them, I cheer for the Giants on the side. They're my second favorite team. So it'll be interesting to see because this Giants team is a lot different, I think, under Joe Judge. I think they were playing a little bit of, woe is me last year with the Philadelphia Eagles situation. But it'll be a very interesting game, and I'm looking forward to this. However, one of the other major things, and again, I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments, that I come away with that is also a little bit odd, is that 17th week, the 16th game of the season, was always a in-conference, usually in-division matchup to determine what's going to happen for seeding in the playoffs. So this will be very interesting because if they're adding the 17th game, but I don't think I've seen anything. And if you have at all, correct me please in the comments or correct me on Twitter. I have not seen anything come across my eyes that indicates that the 17th game will fall on week 18. I hope that that's not the case. I don't think you'll be getting these great games that the NFL thinks they'll be getting with these quote showcase games where you're featuring the top teams in each division, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4 against each other. I don't think they're going to get as great of games as they think they're going to get if that game is indeed in week 18. So it'll be interesting to follow along what happens. It'll be interesting to see how the NFL season goes. And overall, we get more football. So I think that's definitely exciting from a fan point of view. I do sympathize a little bit with the players. However, I fall on that side where, you took a gamble thinking that you were going to get more money. The CBA was already a big debate within, just the media in general on what was there and the push from some players against it. Ultimately, it was signed, agreed upon, and now here's the situation. So I would love to see what you guys think in the comments. Again, you can follow me on Twitter at Samurai Radio. That's That's SAMURAIIRADIO, 2 eyes in Samurai, again on Twitter. And again, make sure to stay tuned tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Extra Yard here on the 5 Reason YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe. And with the notifications, all notifications, not personalized, all notifications. You can find all of your Dolphins content and more, whether it comes to Heat, whether it comes to Panthers, whether it comes to Marlins. You can find all that here on the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube channel.